Hi everyone, it's John the Dyslexic Geek here. In today's video I'm going to be reviewing the LEGO Lord of the Rings Barad-Dur set. This set, which retails for $460 or £400, and includes an impressive 5,471 pieces. After the success of the Rivendell set that came out last year, I've been eagerly anticipating this set ever since it was rumoured to be coming out. I've seen it on display in the LEGO store a couple of times and it looks fantastic. I'm super thrilled to finally be building it. I'm very excited. It does look awesome. I love Lord of the Rings. It's my favourite film trilogy of all time. I am so happy to finally be having this in my hands and be able to build it. It's going to be so cool. I do feel it's going to go incredibly well with my Tower of Orthanc that I brought in 2016. Should be a perfect accompaniment to it. So yeah, should be a lot of fun. Should take me quite a while to get through this. Nearly 5,500 pieces worth. Really cool set. Loads of minifigures. Yeah, should be really good. So let's get this done. I'll give you my full thoughts and opinions on this awesome looking set. And here we have the finished build, and it is absolutely magnificent. I can't quite believe just how stunning this set really is. I've seen it in the LEGO store a few times, but until you actually get it in your own LEGO room, you can't really appreciate the scale of it. It's so tall, in fact, I can't get the eye section in shot. It's that tall. I have to show you that in a second when I take a close-up look at the set and go through it in detail. But it is just magnificent. I mean, wow, it's so impressive. It's chunky, it's big, it's imposing. It's very cool, very unique. It's so much bigger than I was expecting. As I say, I've seen it in the LEGO store, but yeah, it's massive, absolutely ginormous. When you see it in the LEGO store, it's a big, wide open space, so it kind of makes it look a little bit small, like many LEGO sets. But until you actually get them in your own LEGO room, yeah, you cannot appreciate the scale of it. It is just very impressive. I can see this being one hell of a dust magnet. It's very black. Like my Tower of Orthanc, it is going to be requiring regular dusting. It looks just amazing. Really great build experience. Took me a long time. Took me about three and a half weeks to build this. I took my time with it. Fantastic. I keep saying it is awesome. Really cool set. Very imposing. Let's take a close look at the details and look at the minifigures. So let's first take a look at the 10 minifigures that come in the Barad-Dur set, and they are all pretty fantastic. Starting off with Frodo, which is very similar to what was in the Rivendell set from last year, except there's no cape on this one. But it's a nice looking minifigure, good looking version of Frodo with the little legs. Next we have Sam, again, who I think is the same minifigure that was in Rivendell from last year, but like Frodo, there is no cape. Does look really cool. Nice little detail on his shirt and jacket, which is pretty cool. No arm printing or anything, but that's fine. Now the rest of the minifigures are all brand new and exclusive to this Barad-Dur set, starting with Gollum, which is a brand new Gollum minifigure. Not seen this one before yet, so really nice. I do like his little shorts around the back. Really good expression, looks pretty good. Really good looking version of Gollum. We get 4 orcs, and they all have unique armour. We get this one who's like a blacksmith. The armour printing on all these orcs looks absolutely fantastic, really detailed, really nice. It really does catch the light and shines really nicely. It goes all the way around, and you get the printing on the legs as well. Great looking faces. I do love the hair pieces with the orcish ears. Really good. The second one, again, who has slightly different body armour as well. Again, I love that attention to detail. It would have been very simple for LEGO to do 4 of the same armour sets, but no, they are slightly different, which is really good. And I do have a range of helmets and swords. We get this chap who is supposed to be cooking a sausage, which is quite cool really. I do like that. Again, really nice printing on the armour. Slightly different, but looks just fantastic. The way it catches the light, really nice and shiny. And the fourth of the orc looks just fantastic with the shield. It's got a nice little bit of printing, like scuff marks, and just like a well-worn and battered shield. I really like that effect. Great looking shield. Again, and the armour also looks fantastic all the way around. Really cool looking orcs. It's nice to get 4 of them. It really does help furnish the Barad-Dur set. Next up we have Gothmog. Again, great looking minifigure. These are all pretty fantastic. Again, I love the printing on the body armour. Not often you see printing on the body armour quite like this. It does look quite exquisite, nicely detailed. Again, you've got the armour underneath as well. Looks really good. Very effective. It's a shame that there's no like printing around the back of the body armour. But the fact you get printing around the front, it's awesome, really good. Now moving on to the final 2 minifigures in this set, which are easy to stand out minifigures in this set. They are fantastic. Starting with the Mouth of Sauron, looks really weird, looks awesome. I think it's only the second time we've seen the Mouth of Sauron in minifigure form. It did come in the Tower of Orthanc, which I do have. So this is a nice update to that. Really weird looking guy with his mouth. And if we remove the helm seal that's underneath, yeah, that's really cool. So there's no eyes, not really. That looks very weird. But yeah, great looking minifigure. And finally, again, which is just the most awesome minifigure I think I've seen for a long time, is Sauron. He looks absolutely stunning, really imposing. I love this headpiece, all moulded, looks awesome with his armour. So it's just a one piece with his armour. And then move underneath to see the actual face of Sauron. Really cool effect. You see that all the armour on there. Looks outstanding, really good. And then you put the helmet on again, it looks so imposing. And there you go, a little bit of detail around the back as well. Yeah, great looking minifigure. Comes with a huge, great big mace. Yeah, that is a fantastic minifigure. So the minifigures are quite fantastic. Really happy with these. Great selection. Also included in this set is this little plinth, which is, I think, basically a recreation of where Frodo threw the ring into the volcano. Not massive, but it's fine. It's quite a nice little extra that comes in this set. You can place a couple of minifigures on here to recreate the scene. It doesn't actually fit anywhere in the Barad-Dur, but it's a nice little extra and to place minifigures on. So yeah, nice little bonus. Start at the very base of the Barad-Dur, and the first thing that strikes you is all the use of the yellows and reds and oranges. It's a very impressive look to try and capture the look of the field of the lava. Really does catch the light really nicely, very clever. They move around the front, a very big, imposing front gate, which is just massive, and it does open up, which I'll show you in a second. I just love all these towers around the side. It does look awesome. It just looks really good. I can only imagine what this will look like with a light kit on it. It'll be very impressive. But all the towers, all the spires, very impressive, very visually powerful. It really does look very impressive, and it's very cool. Such nice detail that LEGO have gone to in this. It's very clever. As we move up to the front section, I'll do the front section and I'll show the reverse in a minute. I love the look of this rock section here. It really does help like break up the set in a special, quite unique way. Very clever. Looks like it's been built into the rock face. Really cool. Looks like it's been chiseled. Yeah, it's a really nice, does a contrasting effect with all the black. The same with the lava. It does really sort of it does actually highlight the blacks a lot better, if you know what I mean. Very cool. Visually, it just looks splendid. And we move up top here. I love all these sections in these windows. These all orange studs behind these here. Looks very clever. Looks like there's lights on. Very clever as we move up the spire as well. You can see even more of them, and it's awesome. All the torches around the side. Yeah, very impressive. Then we move up top. Keep going up and up. Okay, it's so tall, and we get to the eye, which looks really cool. Very clever effect. Really does look bright and really does catch the light nicely. Yeah, really clever little piece there. There is a light brick, which I'll turn on now. You can just about make out as a light. It's not very impressive. It's hard to see in this light. The light brick, probably the weakest part of the set, if I'm honest, but you can see what it does. Maybe when it's dark, you'll see a little bit more, but it's obviously daytime. It's hard to capture that, but it's okay. Not something I'm probably ever going to use that much because you have to push the button. But yeah, it's fine. And move our way back down. It's really cool. Now down here we do have a big front entranceway which does open. If you look round here, there's a little nozzle here. It's hidden into the rock face. It's quite clever, and you just twist that round and the big gates do in fact open up. That is such a cool mechanism. It really is good. The windows are nice snug, and then they close up again. Really a clever engineering that's gone into that to make that work. Very cool. I love it. Very awesome. And you see down the gateway, yeah, that looks very cool. That's a nice touch. Really excellent, very clever bit of engineering there with this. It goes all the way through. Very clever building process in order to do that. So now we move round to the back, and starting on the base floor, we have like what is basically a prison. You've got this poor chap here who's been at rather an unfortunate end, who's suspended above the fire. We do have a little bit of a blacksmithery going on inside here, with all various sorts of bits and pieces, bits of armour, bits of weapons being forged. That is really quite cool. Then moving up, we have this like living section with a dining room and complete with a cauldron, like a furnace. Would have been maybe nice with a light brick down here, perhaps. That might have been a cool effect. All the various little bits and pieces on there. Quite a lot of stickers in this set. That's that's what I would say. But they don't bother me too much. But you've got a nice dining room table there with food and alcohol and various bits and pieces. Then we move up and we have the throne, which is fine. A little bit of a throne room there, not massive there. There's a bit, not much to go on there, but it's a nice Big sturdy chair, very imposing chair, very cool. Then moving up, we have this like library kind of study area, I suppose you call that. I love the little stickers in there. Would have been nice if they'd been printed, but again, this one of those things. And in there we have like this look with the stickers with like scrolls and books on there. You do have in there the mithril armour. That's another sticker, unfortunately, but looks fine as what it is. Then keep going up right up to the top. We have another section with like a book on there with a ladder, another bit of a library, more candles, and really cool. And then we got to the very top, and again you see the reverse of the eye, and here you see the light brick, which you say turn on it. It looks all right. It's fine. But it's a bit yeah, it's fine. I mean, I'm never going to turn it on because there's no mechanism to leave it on, I don't think. But it looks fine. Yeah, that's okay for the most part. But yeah, it is a very, very cool interior, much more detail. I do love the effects. It's very dark, dank. Yeah, very, very impressive. And move it back round to the front. And it just, yeah, it's stunning. It really is very awesome. Just so much detail in here. Unfortunately, I think it's going to be a bit of a dust magnet already. It's got a bit of dust on it already, so this is going to require a lot of dusting. I think that's a thing you have to bear in mind with this set. But yeah, it looks very awesome, very, very impressive. So I have to say, I'm so happy with this. It's better than I could ever expected. The build experience was thoroughly enjoyable. I loved every single second of it. Very clever seeing how it comes together. Each of these sections is like 3 sections. You have like this base section down here, another section up here for like the like living quarters, and then the final section is the actual tower itself. So there's 3 like builds in this set, and they slot in really nice. They've got little notches on the sides that you can slot things in, so it's very nice, sturdy and secure. It's not going to collapse. The build process, the engineering that's gone into this set is incredible. Very, very impressive technique that have been used in this set. I was fascinated seeing it when it was all built, when it was all coming together. Yeah, it's a very awesome looking set. So much detail, way more than I could possibly have anticipated. When you see it in the Lego store, I couldn't really see it that much because a lot of people around. You couldn't really sort of stand there for too long looking at it. But now I've got it in my possession. I can just study it and look at all the little details, and it really is. Yeah, Lego really have gone to town with it. It really is a well furnished, well kitted out Tower of Barad-Dur. There's so much detail in it that Lego have done. Really, really impressive. I do love the use of the oranges and the yellows. It's a very impressive look to give the look of the lava. That is really, really good. The minifigures are all fantastic, and I can't find fault with this setting whatsoever. It really is magnificent. Worth every single penny of the $460 or £400. Don't get me wrong, it's very, very expensive, but for me it is worth it. Well worth it, and it is very, very impressive. I love it. I'm so happy with it. Yeah, it's been well worth waiting for, and now I can't wait to see what Lego do next. I've got everything crossed now for a Minas Tirith. I really do want that for next year. Lego do a set for 2025. I expect they will. There's no rumours at the moment, so I have to wait and see on that. But my gut feeling is they may well do a Minas Tirith. That is the obvious choice. And for me, I want Lego to go big on that. I don't care what the price is, and that probably won't be for everybody. Some people want to keep it as budget as pop friendly as possible. For me, no. For a set like that, as a Lord of the Rings fan, I'm quite happy. I want Lego to really make it the best set they could possibly can. If they can charge £750 odd for the UCS AT-AT, I'd quite happily do that for a Lord of the Rings Minas Tirith. But we'll have to see what Lego do with that. Who knows if that happens or not? We'll have to wait and see. I suppose the only thing I would say I'm not so fussed about is the eye, which you can't quite see in here. I did show it when I did a close-up. That's not super impressive, if I'm being perfectly honest, but it's a light brick. But that's the limitations of the light brick, unfortunately. I might have to see about getting an aftermarket light kit for this, because the light bricks, they're fine, but they're not great. They're not the best things in my opinion. I think the light kits will do this a lot more justice than a light brick build, but it's fine. It's not. There's nothing wrong with it. That's the only weak part of the set. If anything, that's a very, very minor thing. Now the big question, is it better than the Rivendell set from last year? My gut feel is no, not quite. That Rivendell set is just about as close to perfection as Lego gets. For me, that is just a beautiful, sprawling set. I think you just make it out behind me, over my shoulder. That is a very, very special set. I think that is one of the best ones Lego have ever done, ever. I adore that set so much. That's fantastic. This is very close, don't get me wrong. It's a very close call. I say my head says maybe this is about the same, but my heart, no. Rivendell really is just a beautiful piece of Lego. This but is super impressive. Don't get me wrong. If you can get both, do, because they're both absolutely awesome and both very special in their own unique way. This is very dark, and it's supposed to be the Barad-Dur set, the dark sort of evil set, whereas the Rivendell set is nice, bright, vibrant, and the contrast between the two is it's very different between the two. I would like to eventually get them all on display in one long shelf, but due to the height of the Barad-Dur, I can't do that. As you've probably seen on my picture that I posted on my community page, where I posted next to the Tower of Orthanc. It looks incredibly well next to that. They go really well together, much better than I was anticipating. This is obviously much taller, but it still shows how impressive the Tower of Orthanc is after all these years. That came out a very long time ago now, but that is still very impressive. I think this is just, I don't know if this is better than the Tower of Orthanc, just as good maybe as the Tower of Orthanc is a very special set for me, so yeah, it's right up there. This is it's awesome, and I highly recommend this. Anyone who wants to get their hands on it, I really do recommend it. It is absolutely outstanding, great minifigures, and it is worth every single penny. So let me know in the comments what you think of the Barad-Dur set. Have you got it yet, or is it on your Lego wish list? So please leave a like, and if you've enjoyed today's video, I'm very grateful if you consider subscribing today. I look forward to seeing you on my next video. Thanks very much for watching today.